In this video, we are going to be looking at some of the best as well as some of the worst fashion trends of 2021, as well as looking into next year to see which clothing items you guys should keep an eye out for. So I say without further ado, we take things back to spring summer 2021 to talk about some of the best shorts that released this year, and that hands down would be Eric Emanuel shorts. Your favorite basketball player, your favorite celebrity were wearing Eric Emanuel shorts for a few different reasons. Number one, they came in a ton of different colors and styles. They had some great collaborations with Bape, for example, and just overall, these were the most hyped up shorts to wear, and part of the reason was also because of the fit. They had a nice 5 to 6 inch inseam that sat just above the knee, and overall, it had a nice trendy fit worn by celebrities with great collaborations. And when you package everything together, it was just leading the charge in terms of some of the best shorts together. But the problem with Eric Emanuel shorts for guys like you and me is that they would sell out really quickly, of course, as well as the price point. So the affordable alternative for me this year was, of course, the Nike woven shorts. These were so great for so many different reasons. Number one is they have the similar colors, not as many patterns were the same, of course, but they had similar colors and the fit was exactly the same. Overall, it was a great budget option in terms of hyped shorts. Okay, so let's talk about jackets now, and the best jacket to wear this year was by far varsity jackets. There was a number of influential people who started wearing them, and despite them being sort of the streetwear staple, there was a lot of different great collaborators working on them. When you think of Supreme, you think of Stussy, Off-White, Louis Vuitton were dropping these great varsity jackets and really brought them to trend this year. And there were some great affordable options as well. So there's ones from Boohoo Man, which, I understand isn't the best quality out there. However, if you sort of just want that look and feel, it could be a great option for you. Or if you prefer more of a premium option, I got this one from Roots that I've talked about a number of times on the channel, which has the exact details that you want. We're talking about premium leather on the sleeves. You got your side patches, and then you got some earth tone and some wearable lifestyle colors, which is obviously, a great part of it as well. So overall, I think the best jacket to wear was varsity jackets. However, I think the sort of second and runner-up to this would be Arc'teryx jackets, and I'll talk about them a little bit later on more in depth in the video. However, Arc'teryx is, of course, an outer shell jacket that's supposed to repel the elements, snow, rain, for example. And then we saw guys like Travis Scott, Lil Yachty wearing this and really adopting that sort of Gorp core trend. And now it's kind of like the who's who is kind of wearing them, and they're all over TikTok, they're all over Instagram. So I really do think that Arc'teryx is one of the best jackets that you can get this year. Okay, so let's talk about pants now, and the best pants to wear this year were the Carhartt Double knee work pants. I talked about them and I showed you guys them a bunch of times on the channel, and the reason why they were so good is because they really, sort of exemplified that sort of workwear trend that was really popular last year as well as this year, and just the overall distressed look, it just really became more popular. And I think because a lot of them you can get on the secondary market, you could get them thrifted. That was also a big trend that lifted up, which is like vintage clothing and that kind of thing. So all things considered, I think the Carhartt Double knee work pants were great to wear this year. Now, you could be the best dressed guy in the room. However, if you have bad skin, it's just not a good look. And Tish Henley is today's video sponsor, and they have honestly guys, some great skincare products that just make building a routine uncomplicated. Now, as I mentioned, Tish Henley has products that will help you develop a skincare routine to make you look and feel your best. I recommend you guys start with the Level 1 system, which comes with all the basics. A daily face wash to get rid of dirt and grime on your skin, a 2 times per week exfoliating scrub to get rid of dead skin cells, an AM moisturizer with SPF 20 because you should always protect yourself from the sun, and a PM moisturizer to help your skin stay hydrated. My favorite part is that every box comes with an instruction card that tells you when and how to use each product. In addition to amazing skin, members of Tish Henley get tons of benefits, including $25 off the retail price and the ability to customize your box and get free US shipping. Because Tiege Hanley is sponsoring today's video, they're gonna hook you guys up with the best possible price. So be sure to hit that link in the description to check out the deals. And the best part is that when you sign up, you can get a free gift. So get started today with Tiege Hanley for just $30. Okay, so let's shift over to some sneakers. Now, there were a lot of great kicks that dropped. However, it really was the year of the Nike Dunk. Nike Dunks dropped in a ton of different colors. And yeah, they pretty much ran the year. They had some great collaborations. They had some great inline colors. But the biggest disappointment for me is that they did drop the ball in terms of quality, which is really, not great. However, brands like Yeezy, for example, were really innovating. We saw a ton of unique styles this year, which I absolutely love. And they're really just shaking things up. They have those crazy looking boots. They got those new knit runners. They've got the foam runners, and overall, just in terms of comfort, style, and just trendiness, they really were leading the front there. Now, in terms of great tops that released this year, camp collared shirts were a big trend that I really am a huge fan of, and I'm going to be wearing a lot more of next year. And, even they had some great collab brands, New Balance and Aimé Leon Dore released some great camp collared shirts. And overall, it just has a bit of an elevated style, kind of like a more business casual or preppier type of vibe, but still you could wear it with streetwear outfits and just wear it on a night out and go on a date and or you could even just throw it on with some shorts and just chill, and it was still a vibe there. Another great top that I really was a big fan of this year were cardigans. I wore a ton of cardigans this year, and just the knit ones in particular. There was this one from H&M that just came out of nowhere, and just quality, fit, sizing, color just hit the nail on the head there. So I'll leave a link and hopefully it's still available for you guys to shop. Okay, so let's look into some of the worst trends. Now, I really tried to look and find a bunch of trends that I just don't think they're gonna last very long. And let's start off with pants. So I had mentioned a couple times in some of my trends videos that patchwork pants are a big trend, and it's something to just add, a little bit of diversity to your wardrobe. However, I did have a good YouTube commenter who left this great comment, and I think he makes a good point in that it's your trendy piece right now, but when 5 years from now, you're going to look back on them and you're probably not going to wear them because they've fallen out of style. And I think that is a very valid point. However, my job is to sort of show you guys what's out there, and guys like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he wears those all the time, and I really think he kills them. His pants are from Capital, which is a great Japanese denim brand, and they do make other types of clothing. But however, you know what, I do think patchwork pants, despite I have a pair and I like wearing them, I do think they are going to be one of those trends where you look back 5 years from now and they're probably not going to get as much wear. However, one pant that I absolutely hated from the jump are those ones that have those pull cords on them, so they're covered everywhere, and I just really think they're tacky. I don't like the way that they look. They somehow remind me of Hellraiser, the guy who's got all the needles in his head. It's just one of those things that just makes me just rubs me the wrong way from the jump. It was never an option for me. That's for me personally, but yeah, I just wasn't rocking with those. There were some shoe trends as well that I just really wasn't on board with. I think that designer shoes, the Balenciaga Triple S, I think that those are gone. I think that, I've even had a lot of rappers and artists talk about regrettable sneaker purchases, and think that that was one that they just really, that they wore a couple times, and just that super bulky dad shoe kind of look I think is gone. Not Yeezy 700s are still a vibe. I would still wear those depending on the colorway. However, I do think that those sort of designer ones, even those Dior looking Chuck Taylors, I think that they're not as trendy at the moment as well. So I would sort of leave those behind. And the next one would also be winterized sneakers. I think that especially for me, because I live in Canada, we do have 4 seasons. If it's snow outside, just wear boots. There are some great boot options, whether it's Doc Martens, whether it's Timberland, there's a ton of great boot companies that you can wear, Red Wing boots, so I think that buying a winterized sneaker is just kind of doing a little bit too much. And I think that some of the colorways are good. I like the colorway of those 14s that released recently. However, they're, your feet are sweating in them. They're a little bit bulkier than they should be. So just all things considered, I think that I would steer personally away from those winterized Jordans. And if you're a reseller, I personally think that those ones don't have the same resale value, but that's just my 2 cents. Okay, so let's cap off the video with talking about some great trends in 2022 that I think you guys really need to pay attention to. Number one, I think, is the New Balance 550. The year of the Dunk has passed, and I think that people are wanting something new, and I think that New Balance is really going to drop a ton of different colorways and of the 550, and I think that you guys should just kind of go for as many as you can. For a few reasons. Obviously, there's going to be some duds. However, I have the Aimé Leondor collab, and then I have the GR pair, and I really love both of them. And honestly, I'm just really excited because it's something new. It's something different, and that's always like how I'm thinking is like, what's new, what's different. I also think that Gorp Core kind of move, that utility look with the Arc'teryx jackets is also going to be a big thing next year, which means you should go out and cop all of the ACG, Nike ACG, the shorts, you know, the shirts, the t-shirts, and just really go for that trend, because I think it is going to be the wave next year, just based off of how things are trending. Like, it's all that I see on TikTok. I think maybe it's just the algorithm that I've got sort of sucked into. However, I really do think that, you know, that's the way to go. Another great shoe brand as well would be Yeezy, just based off of like what they, like Yeezy kind of took a dip maybe 2 years ago because it was just like the same 350 V2 colorways, just in different options. However, just seeing the innovation that they've been putting out, it's really catching my eye. And I think that people like me are also looking for what's new and what's different. So in my opinion, I think that Yeezy is definitely, you know, a great brand to start copying next year. And if you like these types of videos, you can check out some of the other ones that I've talked about in the year. You can check out the summer trends video. There's going to be some great stuff in there that you can use for spring summer next year as well. Or if you want to learn about some of the great fall trends that you can start wearing right now, you can check that video out. So why don't we click on one of those, and I'll meet you guys there.